Opening statement, I guess, is just happy to obviously have achieved the honor of hosting this game. I think it's a testament to the kids and our players and staff as to what they've accomplished throughout the regular season, and really just thrilled for the city of Houston, thrilled for our university. Tough football team we're going to play tomorrow that poses a lot of challenges, both offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. So we'll have our hands full, but it should be a great atmosphere, and couldn't be prouder for the city of Houston and our great university.
Questions, please. We do have microphones. Again, please raise your hand, identify yourself for the benefit of the coach.
Hello, Mark.
Hey, how are you? Can
I'm
you
great.
give us your thoughts about signing the contract this morning?
Thoughts are it's first of all excitement to know that we've renewed our commitment to the university, and obviously their renewed commitment to us has been fantastic. The negotiations went swimmingly, as they say, and I guess probably to get it done this morning was a big relief too, to not to at least be able to spend the next 24 hours not having to answer questions.
As a follow-up to that, has it hit you, what you signed, the kind of contract that you got, the years, the financial part, and the commitment the school's making to you?
No, probably not, just because I think you don't let your mind go that far. I think when you're so entrenched in the day-to-day necessities of trying to win this game and win a championship, you try like heck not to let any of that stuff seep in. So maybe after this game, maybe on Sunday, have a moment to reflect on that. But right now, it's just full speed ahead to trying to beat Temple.
Hi, Coach Herman. Lauren Tossinson with KHOU here in town. First of all, congratulations on your contract.
Thank
and
you.
Just in talking to Hunter, I know the big point for him was to make sure Houston can become a school that coaches stay at, not just use it as a step up. What, in your mind, made it the school where you wanted to settle for at least this amount of time?
Well, obviously the leadership is a big factor, in Dr. Renew Couture and Chairman Fertitta and then certainly Hunter Yurachek and their commitment to providing us the necessities to win championships here for years to come. That was the biggest thing that I needed to hear, was that we were committed to pulling out all the stops in order to not just have a Cinderella season, so to speak, but to really build a championship program and a foundation here that can sustain, and I think we're certainly a lot closer to that than we've ever been.
Joseph Duarte, Houston Chronicle. Got to do.
Hi, Joseph.
Got to do it, Coach. Hi, Tom. You had said, I guess, when the Board of Regents started working on things, that the timetable was to just wait till after the. I think it was or if you got to the championship game, when that part was. Did something change that kind of brought this to get it out of the way now, or is it just the way it was?
Yeah, I think the ease of the negotiations really was probably the biggest thing, was that there weren't really any sticking points along the way that were too time consuming that we felt like we had to put on the back burner to focus on the championship game. And so I felt like as the negotiations were moving on that it was the right time, and certainly was no distraction to our team. That's the one thing I wanted to guard against the entire way, was making it a distraction for our team, for our staff, and myself. And because of the ease of the negotiations, I think allowed it to get done sooner.
Assume you told them what was the reaction of the team?
I haven't. I mean, just because when it was I guess official, I was still at home. We come in late on Fridays of home games, get a chance to take our kids to school and rest a little bit as a staff. And so much like most news in this day and age, the kids find out on their phones before they have a chance to find out in person. But shook a lot of hands during our special teams meeting there at 2:40, and gave a lot of hugs and got a lot of hugs, and so that was nice. But didn't call a team meeting or anything like that. I think based on our team meeting, I don't know if it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago when I squashed a lot of the rumors to our team. I think they were confident in the direction it was headed.
Coach, Mark Narducci, the Philadelphia Inquirer. Could you update us on Farrow, your running back situation? I know you said earlier in the week Brandon might play both sides of the ball. Is that still a possibility?
Yeah, it is. Kenneth is day to day. We won't. He's still hobbled a little bit, but practiced, did some light drills. So if he can go, he's going to go. And but if he can't, then certainly Brandon will have to play tailback. And then because last week afforded us the ability to have Brandon kind of solely on offense because we're playing Navy in their triple option and didn't really. In fact, we didn't play any true corners in our package. We played two safeties at the corner position. It afforded us the opportunity to have him on offense the entire week. But this week he's kind of been doing double duty. So depending on Farrow's health, I could certainly see him playing on both sides of the ball. Absolutely. Yep.
You've got a lot to ask, Tom, or in terms of how many carries you get to
22.
last week?
Yep.
Does he play to stick the full amount on defense if you have to do that as well? Would you use Jeremy?
Yeah, I don't think he would play the full amount on defense. I think he would be used sparingly on defense, and there is no tomorrow, Joseph. There's no next week. There's no second chances. So we're gonna use every bullet in the chamber, so to speak. We're not gonna leave anything left out there. And so if he's needed to go and play 150 snaps, we'll do it. And as long as he's continuing to be productive at either position.
Dick Weiss, can you talk a little bit about the state of the league itself? You seem to become a destination for some very good offensive coordinators around the country, and the league itself seems to be stabilizing and reaching a point where it can put 3 and 4 teams in a final in a top 25.
Yeah, I've said since day one. I think and I'll say it again. The Power 5 designation is merely a legislative term. It's not a competitive term, and we feel like we have proven that we can play on the playing field with anybody in the country. You go all the way back to week 1 with Temple's win against Penn State, and then Memphis' big win against Ole Miss, and we've beaten Louisville and Vanderbilt, two teams that lost very close games to 2 top 10 teams and have had really good seasons. And then I even go to Cincinnati, who's got a few losses in our conference, and they played Miami at home and beat them by a couple touchdowns. So I think the validity of the level of competition in this league has certainly surfaced this season. And it's a meat grinder of a schedule, I can tell you that. There's no gimmies on your conference schedule. This is a very talented league from top to bottom. I think the competition week in and week out is tremendous, and couldn't be prouder than I am of the season that not just that we've had, but the conference as a whole, because I think it certainly has validated our stance as the premier non-Power 5 conference in the country.
Tom, Temple had been in a little bit of a defensive slump, but the last 2 weeks kind of came out of it, haven't allowed a touchdown. What have you seen from them in the last 2 weeks when you're looking at tape?
You're trying to get that ulcer back, aren't you? They are they're tremendous. I don't know about the slump. A lot of the stuff that we watch in terms of our game planning offensively is cut-ups by formation or by situation, down and distance, red zones. So you don't really get a feel for, how individual games are panning out. But I know this. There's, whatever there is, 22 selections on offense and defense for the first team all conference, and Temple had 7 of them. And by comparison, we only had 3. And so they're very talented, especially on defense. And it'll be a challenge. I mean, their numbers are not a farce. Their numbers and what they've been able to do throughout a 12-game regular season has been very, very remarkable.
One more, Coach.
Good. Thank you.